Stay a while longer, my precious one. For each moment you're here, the light of truth grows brighter within you. I am leading you to peace. My darling kid, do you detect the calm, yet strong thunder profound inside your spirit? It isn't the simple commotion of the world, however something far more prominent, a heavenly reverberation calling to your soul. It mermaids at the times of tranquility and shout out in the disorder, encouraging you to stir from the sleep of carelessness. This blending isn't a human beginning. It is my affection everlasting and unflinching contacting you. It tries to light in you a heavenly disappointment, with the standard a longing for something more significant, more sacrifice, and more timeless. There is a fretfulness in you, my kid, a hallowed uneasiness that you may notice yet comprehend. You feel it in the peaceful hours of the night when the world is quiet and your spirit starts to talk. This anxiety is my gift, however it might feel agitating. It is the seed of change, the most vital move toward arousing to the existence I have arranged for you. Try not to fear it or push it away, for it is my delicate hand upon your heart, directing you toward the way of direction and satisfaction. Type if you trust in God's timing and plan for you. You were not made for average quality or to float carelessly through the flows of life. You were shaped by my hands, creative with goal and implanted with divine potential. However, the world attempts to numb you, to do the sharp edges of your soul with interruptions and misleading commitments. In any case, I'm here calling you past the shallow, past the transitory. I'm blending inside you a yearning for the everlasting, for the unfaltering truth that no one but I can give. This yearning is your compass pointing you back to me. Might you at any point feel it, my kid, the yearning in your spirit that no natural accomplishment or ownership can fulfill? This is the consecrated long and I have set inside you, and impression of my timeless love. It is an update that you are more than flesh. You are soul, made in my picture. The disappointment you feel with the comment isn't a defect, yet a sign that your soul perceives the heavenly. It is your spirit contacting me, learning for the totality of my presence. Type if you trust God's guidance in your life. Your general surroundings frequently request your consideration, pulling you in endless bearings. Be that as it may, in the midst of the commotion, my voice calls out, delicate yet diligent, consistent and relentless. Try not to overlook it, for it is my affection. It's anything but a call to leave your obligations or departure from life, but instead an encouragement to step into a more profound familiarity with who you genuinely are. I'm raising you, blending your soul to transcend the unremarkable and see the phenomenal that exists in and around you. There is a heavenly disappointment, that I have set in your heart a sacred uneasiness that will not make you with, not as much as what I have bound for you. This disappointment isn't intended to put you down, yet to drive you forward. The fire consumes with extreme heat the chains of unremarkableness and lights the way to your higher calling. Trust this inclination, for it is my approach to advising you that you are called to significance, not as the world characterizes it, but rather as I have imagined for you. Type Amen if you are ready to receive God's blessings today. Love the message. Show your support with a super thanks. And help is continue spreading the love of Jesus and His words. You are my magnanimous, my kid, a production of endless worth and vast potential. However, again and again, you permit the world to characterize your worth, to shake your fantasies, and to direct your motivation. In any case, hear me now. You are not of this world. You have a place with me, and I have separated you for a specific reason, far more noteworthy than you can envision. This holy mixing inside you is my approach to stepping you back to your actual personality, back to the reality of who you are in me. Try not to fear the fretfulness, for it is an indication of something going on under the surface, a sign that your soul is arousing, like a seam that should get through the dirt to arrive. At the daylight, your spirit is breaking, liberated from the limits of the normal. This interaction might feel awkward to even organizing. However, it is vital for your development. Trust in my timing, my kid, and realize that I am with you in each Snapchat of this excursion. I'm the person who sowed the seed, and I will carry it to completion. Type if you love Jesus and share this video with 7 others who believe. I see the battles you face, the questions that cloud your psyche, and the feelings of dread that hold your heart. Yeah, I'm more prominent than this. I'm the person who grasps the universe, but I'm personally worried about the subtleties of your life. The fretfulness you feel is my approach to advising you that you are in good company, that you are profoundly cherished, and that you have a reason that rises above the difficulties of this world. Incline toward this reality, my kid, and let it guide you. The conventional may feel great. However, it won't ever fulfill the profanities of your spirit. You were made for more, for an existence of importance, delight and fellowship with me. The sacrifice and disappointment you feel is my challenge to step into this life, to abandon the shadows of the customer and stroll in the illumination of my presence. It's anything but a simple way. However, the one prompts genuine satisfaction. Trust in me, my youngster, and then shout out to the exceptional. Type if you believe God is your protector. My admiration for you is persevering. My kid, it won't permit you to remain where you are. satisfied with not as much as what I have for you. I'm calling you higher, asking you to transcend the interruptions and misdirections of this world. The mixing inside you is my approach arousing your soul, of advising you that you are bound for an existence of direction and effect. Try not to post this calling, for it is conceived out of my admiration for you, and admiration that looks for your most elevated grade. In this way, my dearest kid, embrace the anxiety inside you. See it not as a weight, but rather as a gift and indication of my adoration at work in your life, allowed to drive you to look for me with everything that is in you, to find the profanities of my affection and the levels of my arrangements for you. You are in good company in this excursion, for I am with you, directing you constantly. Pay attention to the call of your soul, and trust that it will lead you to the phenomenal life I have arranged for you. To affirm your trust in God, type and like this video. My darling kid, you live in a domain where time gets past you like grains of sand, a momentary shadow contrasted with the unfathomable length of time for which you were made. Each second, regardless of how little, bears timeless weight. However, in this shadow presents such countless spirits, harry through life, ignorant concerning the meaning of every breath. They pursue deceptions, uninformed about the risk that lies ahead, a cliff from which many fall, their fates fixed in distress. I let you know this not to make you exuberantly pleased with dread, but rather to stir your soul to the dew, rainless of your calling. The hordes meander erratically, their eyes fixed on what perishes, their hearts consumed by once, that blur like the morning fog. They take a stab at treasures that time will disintegrate, careless in regards to the fortune of boundless worth that I offer uninhibitedly. My kid, you were not made to live as they do. Your means are intended to follow an alternate way, one in light and by my light and directed by my reality. You are called to see past the cloak of this brief world, to figure out the timeless meaning of each and every decision, each word and each activity. Type if you know God is guiding your steps. There is an incredible misfortune unfiling around you, a world consumed by scary and interruption. Stand to my voice. So many are hurrying toward a chasm they can't see, their hearts solidified by pride and their brains blurred by lies. They move with such direness, yet their ways lead to obliteration. I meant for them, my youngster, and my heart throbs for the people who don't have any acquaintance with me. However, I have put you here for such a period as this, that you may be light in the haziness, a voice getting back to them, back to life. Do you feel the happiness of this second, my kid? It's anything but weight I place upon you to squash your soul, yet a consecrated liability to stir your motivation. You are my career, my hands and feet in this world. You can be inside you, the light that can penetrate through the most profound shadows. Try not to misjudge the force of a solitary second, for in your submission, time everlasting can be change. Each thoughtful gesture, each expression of truth, each request mermaid in confidence. These are seeds of life established in a desolate land. The world will attempt to occupy you, my kid, to pull your consideration regarding things that appear to be critical, however, or eventually vacant. Type if you believe God is with you in every moment. Your super thanks helps us share life-changing insights from Jesus. Every contribution helps us inspire more lives. Try not to be my sled by the brief joys and short, live worries of this domain. Your time is valuable, your minutes and dispensable. Experience every one with the mindfulness that it is a gift, a chance to mirror my admiration, to satisfy the reason for which you were made. I'm with you, and each breath directing you to utilize this gift, truly forever. The pit I discuss is genuine, my youngster, a position, a petition from me, a void that many pick by their refusal to go to me. In any case, don't surrender, for I'm currently working in the hearts of men. My soul moves, mixing spirits even among the hoods who meander aimlessly. I will utilize you, my cherished, to arrive at the people who are lost. Through you, I will expand my hand of kindness and step them back from the edge of the chasm. You might feel little, despite this extraordinary undertaking, yet recollect, it isn't by your solidarity, yet by my power that lives are changed. You are in good company in this excursion, my kid. There are other people who hear my voice, other people who convey my light. Together, you are my body and encouraging sign in a world covered in obscurity. Type if you believe God is with you in every moment. Be encouraged by the greatness of the need or the obstruction you might confront. Trust in me, for I'm the person who goes before you, planning hearts to accept my reality. The minutes you provide for me, the means you take in confidence, will echo until the end of time, in manners you can't yet see. I know the happiness of this call might appear to be overpowering now and again. However, I collect that I am your solidarity. You were never intended to worry about this concern alone. Lay your feelings of trepidation and questions at my feet, and I will give you rest. I will prepare you for each year and guide you in each choice and support you through each preliminary. Your job isn't to save the world, yet to be dedicated to the open doors I placed before you. Trust me to wrap up, for I'm the master of the collect, and my arrangements won't fall flat. The temporary idea of this world isn't to be grieved, my youngster, yet to be perceived as a component of my more noteworthy plan. the transitions of life gives it criticalness. What drives you to look for the main thing? This life is nevertheless a shadow, a short groundwork for the everlasting home I have arranged for you. Type if you are ready to walk in God's light. Try not to stick to what will die, yet put your energy into things above, where my magnificence survives. In doing a search, you will discover a genuine sense of reconciliation, reason, and the delight of strolling, and arrangement with my will. My cherished way you walk won't generally be simple, for the fool looks to divert, mislead, and put you down. In any case, cheer up, for I have beaten the world. In me you have all that you require to satisfy your motivation. Let the earnestness of the times attract you nearer to me, not out of dread, however, out of affection. I'm your asylum and strength, your always present assistance in a tough situation. At the point when you feel the happiness existing of heart from everything else squeezing upon you, recall that I am the person who maintains you. Try not to disdain the little things, my youngster, for it is in many cases in the littlest minutes that the best changes happen. A caring word, a basic demonstration of affection, a calm supplication. This may appear to be immaterial. However, in my grasp, they become instruments of timeless change. Trust in the force of my soul dealing with you, and don't become fitted and accomplishing something beneficial. Type if you are ready for God's favor in your life. Thus, my valuable kid, live with aim. Allow each transient second to be a stage toward time. Everlasting, an impression of my adoration, and a declaration to my reality. Try not to rush aimlessly through this life, as the hordes do. However, stroll with reason directed by my soul. You're my favorite one. Call to carry light to the haziness, and desire to the sad. Trust in me, for I'm with you generally, and together we will change this shadow domain into a position of my greatness. My beloved child, can you feel the weight of my heart? It is heavy with the English of those who are lost. Their destiny sealed in despair is unchangeable as the rising sun. Does this truth not stir your spirit? Does it not pierce your heart as it pierces mine? I grieve for the multitudes, for every soul that turns away, for every life unfulfilled by my purpose. Type if you love Jesus and share this video with 7 others who believe. Yet in this moment of Sarah, I look to you, my chosen one, and my hope is renewed. For you are no ordinary soul. You have been set up hard for such a time as this. Before the foundations of the world were laid, I knew you. I crafted your soul with care, shaping every vast set of your being to reflect my glory. You were not an afterthought, nor were you brought into this world by chance. You are my masterpiece, creative with precision and endowed with purpose. Long before you took your first breath, I saw this moment, this divine calling. I chose you to be my light in the darkness, my voice among the voiceless, and my heart for the broken. I have placed within you a fire that cannot be extinguished, a passion for truth and love that the world cannot comprehend. It is this fire that makes you different, my child. You feel deeply because I have given you my heart. The suffering of others touches you because I have shared with you my burden for the last. This is not a weakness, but a strength, a sign that you are aligned with my spirit. Do not shy away from this calling, for it is through you that I will reach the multitudes. Type if you believe God is with you in every moment. The task ahead is great, and the darkness may seem overwhelming. But remember this, you do not walk alone. I am with you, my beloved, closer than your own breath. My spirit empowers you. My love surrounds you and my word guides you. When the path seems uncertain, lean on me. When fear threatens to consume you, rest in my promises. You are not the source of your strength. I am, and I will never fail you, for I have chosen you, and I am faithful to complete the work I have begun in you. Do not underestimate the power of your calling. My child, you may feel small in the face of the world's brokenness, but even the smallest light can pierce the deepest darkness. Through you, I will bring hope to the hopeless, healing to the wounded, and freedom to the captive. You are my instrument, my vessel of grace and truth. As you step out in faith, I will magnify your efforts, multiplying the seeds you plant until they bear a harvest of eternal significance. I have chosen you, not because of your straying for perfection, but because of your willingness to say yes. Your obedience is what I desire, not your ability to carry the weight of this calling alone. Trust in me, for I am the one who equips you for every good work. Type if you trust in God's wisdom. Every weakness, every fear, every doubt you carry is an opportunity for my power to be made perfect in you. In your surrender, I will reveal my glory, and in your faithfulness, I will bring my plans to fulfillment. My beloved, the days are short and the time is urgent. The world is drowning under the weight of sin, and my heart longs for its redemption. I have called you to be a part of this great work, to stand as a beacon of hope in a world desperate for light. Do not delay, for every moment matters. The decisions you make today echo into eternity, shaping not only your destiny, but the destinies of those I have placed in your path. You were chosen for this moment. Embrace it with courage and faith. The road ahead will not be easy, for the enemy will do all he can to hinder you. He will whisper lies of inadequacy and fear, but do not listen. His power is nothing compared to mine. Stand firm in the truth of who you are, my child, my chosen one, my warrior of light. You are more than a conqueror through me, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. Take up the armor I have given you, and march forward with the assurance that I have already secured the victory. Type if you trust in God's plan for your future. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone in this calling. I have raised up others who hear my voice and share my heart. Together, you are my body, united by my spirit and strengthened by my love. Support one another, encourage one another, and work together for my glory. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. You are part of something far greater than yourself, a movement of my spirit that will change the world. My beloved child, do not let fear, doubt hold you back. The destiny I have prepared for you is greater than anything you can imagine. You were chosen for this time, this place, this purpose. Trust in me, and I will lead you into a life of meaning, joy, and eternal impact. The world may not understand your calling, but I see you, I know you, and I am with you. Your faithfulness will not go unnoticed, and your efforts will not be in vain. You are my child, my beloved, my chosen one. The English I feel for the last is a reflection of my love for them and for you. Let this love compel you, driving you to live with purpose and urgency. You are my hands and feet, my voice and heart in a world that desperately needs me. Type if you are ready to receive God's healing today. Do not grow weary, for the work you do in my name here is eternal weight. Trust in me, and I will use you to bring my light to the darkest corners of the earth. So rise, my precious child, and take hold of the calling I have placed upon your life. Let my love fill your every step in my spirit, guide your every decision. You were created for such a time as this, chosen to shine my light and share my truth. Go forth with confidence, knowing that I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Together, we will transform the English of this shadowed Rome into the joy of eternal redemption. You are mine, and I am yours forever. My adored kid, as you step forward into the existence, I have called you to recall this. You are profoundly cherished, one-sizingly valued, and supernaturally engaged. The excursion before you isn't one you walk alone for. I'm with you, continuously directing your means, reinforcing your soul, and conveying you when the way becomes to wait to even think about bearing. Type if you are ready for God's blessings to flow into your life. The world might be loaded up with shadows, yet you are my light and encouraging sign that can't be quenched. Trust in me and you will see. Ponders unfurl, not through your solidarity, but rather through my power working in and through you. Take boldness for the days ahead, or load it up with reason and commitment. Each demonstration of affection, each exercise and trust, and each snapshot of give up is a string in the timeless embroidery. I'm winding for my greatness and your benefit. Go now, my valuable kid. With a heart loaded with confidence and hands prepared to serve, you are not standard. You are picked, put aside for a hello mission. Embrace this reality and walk strikingly into the existence I have arranged for you. What's more, when the street feels long and the evenings develop, I'll recollect this. Most importantly, you are mine and I'm yours until the end of time. My admiration for you won't ever fall flat, and my arrangements for you won't ever founder. Together, we will carry light to the shadows and change this short, live world into an impression of my everlasting magnificence. I'm with you generally to the furthest limit of the age. Type if you are ready to welcome God's miracles into your life. Embrace the message of the Almighty. Subscribe and let the bell bring you closer to His wisdom.